We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
No.
So if you got a client who bought stock at 8 and it now sits at 16 and he's all fucking happy, he wants to cash in, liquidate, take his fucking money and run home, you don't let him do that.
Okay.
Because that would make it real.
So far in our Money Night Extravaganza month, we've gotten financial advice from Gordon Gekko, the financial raider and trader on Oliver Stone's Wall Street. And we've slummed it up in the real estate office of Mitch and Murray, where he talks about Glengarry Glen Ross. Both of these movies have been fictional stories, even if they came from a very real spiritual place. For the rest of the month, however, we're going to be dealing with real stories from the world of finance. Starting tonight with Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street. The Wolf of Wall Street actually takes place in a not-so-different time than Wall Street. Jordan Belfort's time as a broker at L.F. Rothschild's corresponds to the Black Monday financial crash we talked about occurring a few months before the movie Wall Street came out.
They called it Black Monday. No shit. By 4 p.m., the market had dropped 508 points. The biggest plummet since the crash of 29.
I know your family, you know mine. No, I don't know. Some fucking country in Europe took a shit. Let them do what they want to fucking do. Our market's solid.
In one day, the Dow Jones dropped 508 points on October 19th, 1987. In The Wolf of Wall Street, that just happens to be the same time that Jordan Belfort would go on to start the over-the-counter pink sheet brokerage house Stratton Oakmont in 1989 and got in his Series 7 pass and officially became a licensed broker. In the film, it's within the same month the economy suddenly tanks, leading to the closure of L.F. Rothschild. This leaves Jordan to flounder until he discovers a world of barely regulated pink sheet penny stocks, getting a job at a Long Island company called Investor Center that he later buys out to found Stratton Oakmont, a name that sounds respectable and fancy.
So, where are your quotrons here?
Quotrons?
Yeah, computers.
No, we don't even need computers here. We just trade right off the pink sheets here.
Pink sheets?
Yeah, they're penny stocks. You know, companies that can't get listed on NASDAQ, they don't have enough capital, their shares trade here.
Penny stocks?
In order to sell these penny stocks to richer clients. In reality, many of these stocks are just used for pump and dump schemes, inflating the price and then pulling the money out while it's high and letting the rest crash.
Look, I know you're not following what I'm saying anyway, right? That's okay, that doesn't matter. The real question is this: was all this legal? Absolutely fucking not. But we were making more money than we knew what to do with.
Crash. The most notable of Stratton Oakmont's clients is the women's shoe company Steve Madden, which Stratton gets to take public as an IPO, which is bought up by Jordan's friends and co-workers. In The Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio plays Jordan Belfort, and Jonah Hill plays Donnie Azoff, although Belfort's real co-founder was named Danny Peruche. The real Danny hated the way he was portrayed in Belfort's book and the movie, and tried unsuccessfully to sue before ending up at the premiere.
I'm fucking doing this. You're out of your fucking mind. Shit, bro. No one's fucking here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Smoke crack with me, bro. Fucking smoke crack. Smoke some fucking crack with me, bro. One hit, that's it.
This film also brought Margot Robbie to everyone's attention as Naomi, the Duchess of Bay Ridge, who gets married to Jordan as his second wife.
Yeah, but what? Married people can't have friends?
We're gonna be friends?
Yeah. You want to be my friend?
We're not gonna be friends.
Also starring is Matthew McConaughey in one extremely memorable scene, Jon Favreau, Rob Reiner as Jordan's dad, Mad Max, John Bernthal, Ethan Suplee, and Kyle Chandler as the FBI agent determined to bring Jordan down.
Can you say that again? Just the way you said it. Just the same way. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, come on, you know what I'm talking about. Just say the same thing. I think what Jordan just did is if I'm not mistaken, you just tried to bribe a federal officer.
No, technically I did.
Jordan Belfort is a perfect Scorsese character, full of hubris, extremely charming, but the movie is coursing with toxic masculinity, egged on by many of the female characters, I will say, and the greed, excess, and constant criminality that Stratton Oakmont is engaged in, from pump and dump schemes and stock fraud and money laundering, completely debauched sexual escapades, to rampant drug use from cocaine to morphine to Oxycontin to Quaaludes.
I take Quaaludes 10 to 15 times a day for my back pain, Adderall to stay focused, Xanax to take the edge off, pot to mellow me out, cocaine to wake me back up again, and morphine, well, because it's awesome. I want to make the...
Leads to Jordan's quick and predictable downfall. Scorsese has been heavily criticized for showing the excess in such a spectacular and completely glamorous way, even as it's clear Jordan's end is coming. That makes the whole thing appear somehow worth it or appealing. The movie is truly a 3-hour adrenaline rush in a way that not many things are. The scenes we're exposed to throughout The Wolf of Wall Street are misogynistic, debauched, transactional. At one point, they throw a little person across the room. The Stratton offices are a non-stop party with whores, escorts, prostitutes. Jordan takes drugs throughout the whole thing. He owns a giant yacht, a helicopter, and a Lamborghini. He also fights constantly with his first and then second wives, traumatizes his child in multiple scenes, probably the hardest scenes to watch, is physically and mentally abusive. It's a non-stop stream of self-destruction, barely buoyed by money that buys him out of trouble.
See, for a brief, fleeting moment, I'd forgotten I was rich. And I lived in a place where everything was for sale. Wouldn't you like to learn how to sell it?
The prison Jordan ends up in is a minimum security rich person prison, which is probably why the whole thing doesn't seem so bad, why audiences sounded the alarm and the excess seeming almost worth it. But Jordan lost his broker's license and Stratton shut down in 1999. The central things that allow Jordan to make it in this world is the ability to bullshit, to sell whoever is on the other end of the phone, a skill he happily teaches a never-ending crew of sleazebags and scumbags, who in the end all betray each other, as they are stockbrokers, not the mafia characters who also end up always betraying each other. Although it may look and seem glamorous, we're the ones on the other end of the phone, and it's best to be remembered that's the case.
Sell me this pen.
It's a amazing pen for professionals. It's a